Hi all, my name is Ankush Bhatt and I welcome you to the short demo in which I'll explain you the usage of action mode constraint in case of table steering. Okay, go to Tosca. Okay, as you can already see that I have one module of table steering already scanned with me. So this module is actually of this particular table. So now we'll see how we can apply constraint on this table, fetch some data or to verify some data. Say for example, if we need to verify this email ID of John at the rate of example.com through this first name John. So we can use constraint over here. We can put constraint on this John, and through this John we'll tell Tosca that in this row, whichever whatever the email ID should be, it should be verified. So with respect to this John, we'll verify John at the rate of example.com. So how we'll do it, we'll see. Okay, I'll go to my test cases and I'll make one test case of with the name constraint. I'll now drag and drop my this module into constraint, and I'll change the name of test step to say verify email ID. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll go to this table. In my row, inside the row, I'll go to first cell, and in the first name I will give inner text equal to JOHN, and I'll keep the action mode as constraint. So now what I'm doing here, I'm going to this table and I'm telling Tosca that search for that row where the first name equal to John. So Tosca will search my this row. But say for example, here I have two columns, two rows where there are John. There is John. So I can take this. So we can avoid this. We will see in the next step how to take the when take constraint example when we have two same names in first name. So firstly we'll see for this Jane. Okay, well, I'll change the name Jane. Okay, so now I'll go to the table. Inside the table, I'll tell Tosca to search for that particular row in which the first name has inner text of Jane. So then I will tell Tosca in that particular row, go to email ID and verify my inner text is equal to. I'll directly copy it rather than writing this copy. So I'll directly put it here. So now what will happen here? In this particular test step, I'll go to my persons table. Inside that, Tosca will firstly search for my row which is having the inner text in the first name as Jane. That's why I put the action word as constant, and then in the same row it will go to email ID and verify that there the email ID is jane at the rate of example.com. So let's run it. So Tosca will search it on the basis of Jane and then verify my email ID as jane at the rate of example.com. So it has done successfully, and we can see that verification was successful and it verified jane at the rate of example.com. Okay, so this is completed, so I can change the work state to completed. Now this is about how we can search for the data if the first name is same. If the first name is no is the unique one. Say is here in this case Jane was the unique one. Say for example, what we will do if for example there are two values in which the first name is John and John. So then we can search maybe on the basis of doe. But what will happen if I take doe here? There are two does coming. Okay, so now we can't take it on the basis of last name also. So now we need to use the constant twice. So I'll go to Tosca and I'll make one test case here. Say for example, I'll give it the name of double constraint. Okay, again I'll drag and drop this module here, and I will give the name of verify email ID. Okay, now again I'll go to the table. Inside the row I'll tell Tosca to find for the first name where the first name is this John and last name is Doe. So I will firstly write here inner text equal to John. Okay, and again I'll put the constraint in the second cell. I'll mention last name also, and there I'll put the inner text as DOE and constraint. So what I'm telling here, Tosca, I'm telling the Tosca that find that row in which first name equal to John and last name equal to Doe. That means in the first name column it should be having the value of John, and in the last name it should be having Doe. So constraint will do nothing. It will just limit your search. You'll just search that particular row only, where in the first name your inner text is John, and in the last name it is Doe. And for the email we will verify email inner text is equal to John. Let me again copy it, this thing. I'll copy it and I will paste it here. Okay, so now I will run it. So now on the basis of both these values, John and Doe, it will verify this email ID. Okay, so it has run successfully, and now we can see the results. Email was verification was successful. John at the rate of example.com. John at the rate of example.com. So now it depends on the usage, how many times we can use constraint. It's not necessary that we can use it just once or twice. Like here we used in the first test case, we used the constraint just once, and but in this case we used it twice. Similarly, you can use it as many times you want, so as to limit your search for a particular row. Okay, so this is how we use constraint in case of tables. Thank you.
If you'd like to learn more about working in Tricentis Tosca, visit tricentis.com/academy/MOOC and register for an upcoming online training session by the Tricentis Academy. MOOC participants can also earn free vouchers for our training courses.